And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Funhouse. It's me, your Uncle Fatty. Tonight, my special guests are these guys. Got Craig, Brian, Ed, and Chris.
Scott.
From the band Spahn Ranch. What's going on, guys? Welcome.
What's happening, brother?
So, guess we're that was from your last show at the Pony.
Yeah, it was a great show, man. Great show.
Big turnout.
Great turnout. Great turnout, man.
You know. So, how did this all come about? Your this band Spahn Ranch.
That's a long story, man. I mean, basically, Scotty and I, Scotty had beaten a pretty hard. He went through a pretty hard time with I don't know if you want to bring it up.
Health scare.
Yeah, exactly.
And we wanted to throw a metal.
We're gonna throw a metal party, man. And we got a band. We hired a band to play. We hired a bunch of people and shit. And then after we watched it, we're like, we can do this, man. We all played when we were kids,
right?
But we stopped. It's like life happened,
right?
You know what I mean? And exactly, man. So we just kind of let things lie, and I didn't even pick up a guitar for almost 15 years.
No kidding.
You know what I mean? So it was like, all right, man. He called me up. He says, "You still playing?" I said, "Yeah, here and there." And he's like, let's.
For me, it was longer. So
all right,
we started in a small room in my house. It was just Brian and I, and we started trying to assemble some guys, and we went through the gamut. George, who's not with us tonight,
right?
George, our other guitar player, he came on board right away, and then it was the three of us. And George's brother was helping us out with some vocals initially.
Okay.
And we were on the hunt for a drummer, and that took a while. We finally got to it, and it just kind of took off from there. And
yeah, man. It's like we went through a couple of drummers, and Ed jumped in, man. As soon as we got Ed, man, he was the
missing link.
He was the missing link, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then Craig.
We were like Spinal Tap with drummers we had like drummers.
We actually had
exploding for like a year or two, and then it came in. So,
but like I said, I mean, it was just we had good drummers, but it just like I said, it was just we were looking for something little bit different, man.
Right,
And,
just
and
something didn't jive.
it's not even that, man. It was just, we were just
He took
looking
us to a
for
new place.
a little bit different, man. And Ed just filled the hole, man. You know what I mean? And he's our guy. You know, it was like, we get along. We're a bunch of crazy fuckers, dude. We are
Right.
crazy motherfuckers.
Well,
And I'm going to tell you that, man.
I know that for 30 something.
Yeah, I've known you forever, man, since high school. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I mean, it goes back from, and you know me, man.
Right,
You know,
we're
things
going
haven't
back
changed.
to 80.
Things haven't changed too much, bro.
You know, we're all the same people we were in high school. You know.
Hell yeah, man.
Where's the poor teacher that was in that class?
Oh boy,
like some
oh
loony
boy,
bin
yeah.
somewhere.
there was a few, man. There was a few that we tortured, but
And it was funny because the one I think you and I had like the first period together,
oh yeah,
and when I torched that pinata,
oh, and lit the school on fire. Yeah, it was cool, man. I love that. That was a great thing. We all went home.
Yeah, we got there at 7:45, and we were home by 8:30.
Yeah, it was great, man. Thanks for that. Thanks. That was a great day, dude. I love it.
Absolutely.
Burn the schools down, bro. It's all good.
Especially a big one, you know. But
So, yeah, man.
and, you know, you're still playing basically the metal that we grew up with.
Dude, it's all metal. I mean, that's us. You know what I mean?
Concept. We try to stay with the old metal. We dip a little bit into some of the newer stuff, but we don't get crazy. We don't get into new metal. We kind of do the New York hardcore, and we do, from the late 80s, early 90s, and a lot of the 80s metal.
But we try to do
today-
obscure songs, songs that you don't hear all the time.
Right.
Songs that that aren't being blasted out by every.
We're not going to get up there and play Enter Sandman.
Yeah,
No.
it's
It just every band and their mother does that. We want to do stuff that people are like, holy shit, we wish we thought of that song. So
Well, it's over commercialized, that song.
yeah. Well, that's
don't get me wrong,
that's
we
what we
love doing
don't want
Metallica,
to
but
do.
we want to do Metallica songs that other bands don't do.
We're playing SOD. We're playing.
Oh,
You know what I mean? We're doing some off the wall stuff, but it's great. It's fun. You know what I mean? It's just it brings us back to where we came from. You know what I mean?
With any MOD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we do hate
We do.
tank, man.
Nice.
Yep. But like I
Nice when
said,
people recognize it.
You got to do AIDS live.
yeah, dude. Well,
Yeah,
that's it. That's
Yeah. I don't know when we don't care if we get the paycheck or not at the end of the night.
And it's a nice, easy one, too.
yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that'll be our last gig.
But,
That'll be definitely our last gig.
It's gonna be quite the set list when we play our last.
oh,
Brian's gonna write it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Exactly. I'll write. I'll have that set list down. If I know it's our last gig, man, I believe me, it'll be one for the records, man.
I'll absolutely videotape that thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
It'll be
put
our
it
last
in
show whether we
some
like it or
hall.
not.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
World, you know.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, man, like you said, we're just we like to have fun, man. We got a good crowd of people, man, that are, I mean, the metal scene right now, especially people it's coming back. It's
Right.
coming back, man. And it's like holy shit. You know what I mean? It disappeared for a while, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And then places to play, you know what I mean? Metal bands, you know what I mean? People aren't booking metal bands. But now it's coming back, man, and you're starting to see more of it. And we're starting to draw in people, man. And I mean, like I said, man, we have a good crowd, man.
But I mean,
You
like, even not just the metal scene, like the hard rock as well, you know what
Right.
I mean? Like,
right?
like it was really dead for a while. And
Well, if you went to a bar, people were just doing nothing but classic rock.
Yeah. You know, and we're
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
top
they're getting
40,
old.
top 40
And now
shit.
people that are into
Right.
metal, their kids are grown and they're going back out to the bars and the clubs, and metal's what they want to see. So
But I mean, like, even a lot of the older bands, you know, that we grew up on are starting to come back to like Starland and
Right.
stuff like that.
yeah,
Right, look at Overkill, man.
Queens
Overkill,
Righteous
you know what I
played
mean?
that
Look,
week.
you know, I mean, it's like you start to see all these guys come because now people want to hear it. They
Actually,
want
believe it or not, Ronnie Lipnicki, their old drummer,
right.
I actually went to Catholic grammar school with him.
No shit.
Yeah.
No shit. Yeah,
Fucking
man.
short hair, fucking uniform.
You know what fucked everything up? That fucking COVID for the last 2 fucking years.
Yeah.
That
Let me grab one,
was
man.
Yeah, man.
of the end. All these clubs closing down.
yeah.
Nowhere to play.
Well, not only that, just business in general.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like the whole fucking world
Yeah,
just
they
shut
shut
down.
down.
And
Right.
we
Everybody-
became like the
but,
Black Widows
you know,
after COVID. We would play a club or something like that, and then like 2 weeks later, it'd be like, oh, they closed down. We'd play a
Right.
bar. Oh, 2 weeks later, it closed down. We
I mean-
started to get nervous about playing.
Right.
Yeah,
Look,
one by
look
one.
at
Yes,
look at the
seriously.
Brighton Bar. Brighton Bar, perfect example, man. Iconic fucking place, man.
Yes.
Iconic. and it's fucking gone, dude. You know what I mean?
Don't
And
even
that's
stand anymore.
what's
No,
happening.
you drive by, it's
Exactly.
depressing, man.
You know, I mean, and that's the shit that's going on, man. I mean, that
Dukes.
Roxy and Duke's
We
another
played-
fucking
we
place.
yeah, that went out
Night
too.
before the world shut down.
I think we played
The last
possibly
show.
the last show there because
At Roxy and Duke.
it was
Roxy
literally a week before the shutdown, and then the following week it was when people were stupid as shit. It was like you went to a bar and bartenders were wearing rubber gloves,
right.
but nobody was doing masks yet. It was like nobody knew what the hell was going on. It was really stupid. So they canceled that weekend. So I think we were the last band to play Roxy and Duke's before it shut down.
Well, I'll tell
And
you
then-
what, not for nothing, and this is even funnier yet. In the strip joints, when we were all allowed to open again, the dancers on stage were wearing fucking masks.
Yeah, it's come on.
That was actually probably a good thing for some of the older strippers, though, right?
I would think so. 100%.
Yeah.
Some of them are still doing it. They're claiming they want to be safe.
you throw a
I'm
mask, some
gonna wear
glasses
this
on,
mask. Yeah, there you go.
sunglasses. It's great.
It's fucking awesome. Yeah, man. You know, like you said, it's just now, like with the scene starting to come back around, man. A lot of good bands are starting to pop up. You know what I mean? And we're enjoying the ride, man.
Yeah,
Exactly. I
they were having fun.
Tribute. I mean,
We're not tribute at all. We are not a tribute. I mean, that's why it's like
Nothing.
a
Against,
lot
there's
of
some
the
great
songs-
tribute bands out right now
right.
too,
And they're great.
You're not.
We like doing a little bit of everything.
right.
Some of the songs we'll play them our own way. We play them our own way in our own style. We do what we want to do.
Right.
It's like, oh, you didn't play this one note right. You know what? Fuck you. We play it better.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like
We play it better.
I mean, I know you don't conform to just like one band and go out like as that.
I
that
think people
tribute
would-
band, you know what I mean?
No.
Some people love that. I like personally, like we've seen some great tribute bands. After 4 or 5 songs, you want to hear something new.
Yeah.
You know, you're like most of us are the kind of people where you're like, squirrel. Like you get bored real quick. You want something new and different, and so we'll play something. And just when the crowd thinks, oh, we've got them figured out,
we're
we're like,
in
no,
a
fuck you. We're going in a different
I
direction.
mean, we'll go from AC/DC to Sepultura, from Sepultura to Iron Maiden
And then MOD.
to MO. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's
Johnny Cash.
and Johnny Cash. We play Johnny Cash. You know what I mean? But
We play
it's
a different version.
exactly
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Just-
But I mean, listen, if like 9 Inch Nails can, get off of Johnny Cash, well, why can't Spahn Ranch?
Oh yeah,
Right?
and that's
You know
right.
what I mean?
That's right, brother. And we have fun with it, and that's the
Yep.
whole thing. We're having fun, man. You know, it's like
And you're playing the music that you all love,
Okay,
that we all love.
Enough with the fun shit.
all right.
There's nights we want to fucking murder. each
Yeah,
other.
exactly. Well, me and this jerk off right here,
This
man.
guy right here. This guy right here. Night terrorist. His face.
Night terrors. He's giving each other the daggers.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
we're pretty hard on it.
Yeah, there you go.
We are hard. We are definitely hard on ourselves,
You
man.
know what? We're, like Brian said, we're very hard on ourselves. I hadn't played in 30 years. Brian hadn't played. Life happened, like you said. We all had kids and we had businesses and we had jobs, but now that we're back at it, we demand a lot out of ourselves.
Yeah, we do.
Expect us to play at a very high level when we go out,
Of course.
or we don't want to do it.
We'll practice a song 25 times and then still say it's not good enough.
Right. And take it off the set.
So
Right. If you
we
can't
are-
nail it or you don't,
If we don't like it, we won't play it. Yeah.
Right.
We'll say screw this.
So we demand a lot out of ourselves. For guys our age, we're doing pretty good. We think we're pretty happy.
Well, I mean, you're all seasoned musicians, so I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's just
you're not settling at this point.
no. We don't want to come out and sound like a bunch of jerk offs. You know what I mean? We want to come out and sound good. You know what I mean? And that's it.
The jerk off part takes care of itself.
Exactly. We are jerk offs. We're a bunch of jerk offs. That yeah, we are. But besides that, we want to sound good.
But fun.
We want to sound
But fun.
good.
There you go.
That's the variety that really attracts people. People just can't believe, they're jaws at the floor. They don't know what's coming next, and they compliment us constantly on what we
Right,
play.
but that's what keeps them coming out because they never know what you're going
See,
to
that's
do
another
next.
Good
So
point that he brought up. We changed the set for every show. And a lot of bands have the same set,
right,
same songs.
that's boring.
We mix it
Yeah,
up.
we mix it up.
Every single
We try to add at least one every time we play, even if people who come see us every single time, there's going to be at least one new song.
Yeah.
Right.
Every time
So,
we
yeah,
play.
every gig we try to throw a new one in. You know what I mean? And it becomes something like you said, but it becomes where we will pick out songs, and by the time we're getting close to a show, if we don't like it, we already have something in our back pocket. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, we're not going to play this, but we're going to play that. You know what I
Now
mean?
you
So,
have an event coming up at the end of the summer
that's a big one.
to grill them all.
Yeah,
Grill 'em
7th
all.
annual.
Nice.
And that's how this shit started. When Brian and Scott were talking before about the metal party that they wanted to do, it was literally a party in Scott's backyard. Like we were all friends at the time. Like
right.
and I remember sitting in Scott's backyard drinking and watching his band and having.
Yeah.
We weren't a band then. You guys weren't a band.
We didn't play the
You guys
first
did
show.
Second year.
It was the second.
No, that's what I'm saying. But the first Grill 'Em All was at your house. It was just something you threw, and that's when you guys got the idea going. And the fact that this has grown like crazy, like
So 7 years.
this
during
one's going to be
COVID,
nuts.
Right.
We couldn't get anybody to rent to us. So
Wow.
we had the option to either cancel it or
Do it in his
we
yard.
sat down and said, okay, what are we going to do? We're going to bring it back to my house again.
Summer of COVID in his backyard.
Yeah, we had a couple of hundred people.
Yeah,
We had cars for
co-
blocks.
cops coming by. You know what I mean? Oh, but it's like when everybody's like, oh, they're
In
super
Middletown,
spreaders,
right?
They're super spreaders.
It wasn't just one man; it was three. So yeah, it was fantastic.
But we've built it now where we want to put on a really, really cool, fun summer metal show. We do 4 bands. Don Jameson comes and does some comedy.
He's funny.
And we keep the price down. We've kept the price. It's $15, all you can eat, like burgers, dogs, sausage, 4 bands, comedy, and we pride ourselves on the fact that we don't just throw up a little tent and say, yeah, let's fuck around in the backyard. We put on what we think is a really
Good. It's a good time.
good
man.
product.
Solid rock show.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We have
And that's
vendors.
August 10th in Leonardo. So
Nice. Very
Yes,
nice.
definitely, man. Like I said, vendors. Food, great bands. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, and good people, man.
another
That's
comedian
the
named
best.
Dick Zool's going to be coming and hanging out this year too.
Nice.
But
Are you
him,
ready to
John.
announce the lineup yet?
Yeah, Broken Past. You were just with Tattoo Tony.
Right.
So
Okay.
Broken Past is going to be there with us. Good friends of ours, Johnny Pipe, Ocean County guys, who we
Okay.
played with multiple times, and another metal band, Devil's Harvest. And we're playing with Devil's Harvest at Moby's on Memorial Day weekend on May 25th up
May
in
25th.
Seawarren.
They're-
Yeah, so we're going to be playing with them. They're great. So
Yeah.
it's a great lineup with the comedians, with the music, and we just kind of go nonstop. And for metal fans, you get everything. You get Ozzy, you get Metallica, you get MOD, you get Sepultura, you get Priest, you get Maiden, you get
You get all of
Slayer.
it. You get all of it. man.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's just for metal fans. It's just a crazy day. Bring your kids. Bring grandma. There's all kinds of
Bring
crazy shit.
grandma. Bring grandma.
It's all
Better
good.
spend their-
Yeah, right.
Legion does a good job. It's a big
Yeah,
place. It's nice.
Uh-huh.
It's out- yeah,
Fresh
it's a great
food all
time.
night long.
it's like our Super Bowl.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
We put a lot of effort into it. We put a lot of effort into everything. The commitment level in this band is unbelievable. We go twice a week, every week. So if you think about that,
And you're
Twice a
probably
week.
going for about 3 hours, I would say.
we
Yeah.
do 2.
Yeah,
2
yeah,
hours,
two
twice
and a
a
half.
but from the time we set up and leave, it's we're committing 5-6 hours a week to being around each other, and the fact that we don't murder each other is a minor fucking miracle sometimes. So,
Well,
but that's also why we
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
ready.
Be careful what you
Yeah.
say, bro.
You know what?
First fight on the air.
We play hard, we laugh hard, we genuinely. Brian and I, like you guys had gone back. I went to vocational school with Brian.
He went to Raritan as well.
Right.
I'm a Middletown guy, but I went to Raritan Voc, and Brian and I know each other since we're 15. And Craig, we know.
We've been riding motorcycles together for over 20 years.
Now, were you
About-
body mechanics or car?
Auto body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Raritan High School, man.
Mr. S.
Oh yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I remember I caught him coming out of fantasies one day.
Me and Brian were quite the handful.
Yeah, we
They
were.
kinda let us do what we wanted. It was pretty good.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Yeah, we always had a good time, man. You know what I mean? Like you said, and that, like you said, as far as friends, you know what I mean? I've known him since we were kids, man.
Right.
Just like you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've known each other forever. And when he said, you want to put something together, I was like, you know what? Yeah, man. We had nothing else to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, you know what? Let's give it hell, man. See what happens.
We had no equipment.
We had nothing. I was playing out of I was playing on a guitar that somebody lent me, and I was playing out of a Fender Mustang amp about this big that you could barely hear. He had this like an Ibanez or whatever it was, man. And we would sit
Yeah.
we would sit in his man cave, and we'd sit in there and we're like, let's try and learn this song. And it was pathetic, man. It was to the point where I'm like, man, I ain't fucking doing this, dude. I'm not fucking doing this. And then
Playing Smoke on the Water.
yeah, man. I mean, it was literally like that. You know what I
And
mean?
then you start buying Charvels and this, that.
Now I'm fucking deep, dude. Now I mean, shit, I got more cabinets and heads, and guitars, and
Right.
you know what I mean.
If you
It's
saw what was
just
up there, your head would explode.
yeah. I
Play
mean,
all
it's
German Warwicks. George plays. He's got Gibsons.
I'll tell you, I've been looking for a Model 6 for like the longest time.
Right.
And you can't find them
cheap.
for under like 1,100.
Yeah, exactly. I just sold a Model 4. I had a Model 4. I just got rid of it, and I'm kicking myself in the ass. But I'm trying to get a Model 6. I want the original Model 6 that I used to play when I was in Insidious Threat.
With the Kaler and all that.
Yeah, with the Kaler, the '86. You know what I mean? So I'm looking. You know what I mean? But I've got some nice Charvels now, man. I'm pretty happy with them.
Yeah, I only got the one.
Yeah, I'm the Desolation hanging on the wall right there, man.
I actually almost bought another one because I found one in PA for like $1.50.
No shit.
Yeah, but somebody beat me to the punch, so I was like,
dude, snag him up, man. I know a guy. There's a guy out in I think he's in Long Island. He's kind of like setting the market on Charvels. That's who bought my Model 4, and he gave me ridiculous money for it.
Right.
Put it up online for ridiculous money, and it's what he does. He sets the market on them. So it's hey, whatever, man.
Should we get into how we found you?
Oh no, we don't want to talk about that. The boy band shit.
Into that story.
So I'm out one night, and I get a text from Scott, and we were like years ago. We've been tight, like through motorcycle stuff and whatnot.
Okay.
And then you get busy between work and family and kids being different ages and whatnot.
Right.
So it's you drift apart a bit. And you still run into each other. You have drinks and whatnot, but we were busy doing our own thing. So I get a text from him at night, like 11 o'clock, and I'm like, he's like, call me tomorrow morning. I got to talk to you about something. I'm like, fuck, somebody died. Because that would usually be that. Somebody from the motorcycle realm must have died. There's a funeral coming up. And the next, he's like, so we're putting a band together. Me and Brian, blah, blah, blah. We need a singer. And I'm like, if I can think of anybody, I'll let you know. And they're like, well, they were desperate. They're like, well, we're thinking about you. They were at a point where they were having people come in.
We're still desperate, man.
Yeah. They were having people come in. And I still, I think you guys are kind of thinking is, hey, come on in. We're practicing, have some beers above. And until we find somebody, if nothing else, we can have somebody sing at practice. Because I was that asshole that would get up at parties and grab the mic when I was drunk and sing a song with the band. So they're like, dude, at least he likes doing it.
Right. So
we did a couple practices. And like I said, they were having trouble finding anybody. And then it was like, okay, you want to be in the band? And then it was like, okay. And it's just, like I said, it was just a garage thing. We didn't even know if we'd ever actually play a show. And then like 2 months later, it's like, holy shit, we're going to play in front of people. Oh shit!
And then
the backstory is Brian and I were really looking for our first singer had a heavy work commitment, couldn't stay with us. So Brian and I were on the hunt. We had ads on Craigslist. We had ads on Bandmix.
Oh my God.
Brian's calling everybody he knows. I'm calling everybody I know.
Right.
Finally, the auditions start to roll in.
It was horrible.
And they were god awful. It was like watching those goofy things on American Idol. Where
right.
Yeah, like the blooper American Idol. I mean, this
or even worse, the movie Rockstar.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
So we're talking one night. I said, Brian, I got an idea. I said, what do you think about Craig? Craig would be the guy when we would roll up somewhere to a bar and there was a band saying he'd get
he'd jump up and start singing with him, man.
Right. And then we'd put the hook on him and get him out of there. He's perfect. He'd be perfect for this. And that's how it started.
Kind of like the Gong Show.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So we gave him
Showtime with Apollo.
I gave him some songs to learn, and he called me 2 nights before his first practice, and I said, I just want to make sure that you guys aren't expecting a real singer to show up because does everybody understand who I am? I said, Craig, don't worry, it's me and Brian. We've known you for 20 years.
Right. Or like
Whatever,
just sing, man.
Have a great time no matter what. And
Gotcha.
Here we are, man.
Craig's
And
been the life's blood behind our band.
and he's belting them out,
the
man.
leader of our band.
He is absolutely. He's
He's
done
the
more
life's
for
blood
this
behind
band. He books our show. I mean, this is the guy. This is the guy that really does everything. For
At
us,
least
man.
you got
Yeah.
you got your singer, you got your manager, more or less, you got your
Right.
booker.
Yeah, man. I
all
mean,
in one
it's
guy.
just,
And that somebody to take the reins for business.
that's our guy right
That's
there, man.
fantastic.
He's fantastic.
That's very
Exactly,
important.
man. And he handles it. He handles it great, man. I mean, we couldn't ask for anything better.
Well, they got to spend thousands of dollars on expensive shit that their wives, can't know about.
Yeah,
so I have
right.
to spend time booking shows
Yeah.
and promoting us. So,
Yeah, exactly. He carries a microphone with
so I
him.
got to I carry a microphone. I'll help the drummer carry his shit
So now-
sometimes.
So I see for you, Brian, a boat season's starting, huh?
Yeah, man. But that's like I said, man. That's something I do every year, man. I love my boat. It's my piece.
We should play a show on the boat.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
Call it the USS Humper Jump.
No, it's gone. It's sandy. It's gone. But yeah, man, I got the boat and I like that. And We hang out down there. It's more of a party place now than it is anything. But
Right.
you know, we do it. And we like it. But the band is the band, man. You know what I mean? That's you know, like I said, man, that's what it's all about right now.
Now, aside from Moby's and Gorilla Mall, do you have anything else upcoming?
Yeah, we got Pipe
Yeah,
Fest.
July 20th. It's an event called Pipe Fest that our friends Johnny Pipe throw. There's like 10 bands. It's a big fundraiser.
Okay.
That's down in Lacey on July 20th. June 8th? We're playing. It's a place at the Cavern. It's out by Great Adventure.
I know.
And
that.
it's a again, that's another one with a lot of bands. It's a fundraiser, just nonstop music. We're going to be out there. Johnny Pipe's going to be out there. Some bands called The Quiet Ones, super terrific action team. This freaking
Metal Life,
amazing band.
Metal Life
Crisis,
Okay.
Ways to the
Yeah,
Grave, the
it's
Bellas.
gonna-
It's
yeah, it's a good lineup, man.
Now,
It's
Metal
gonna
Life Crisis, at one point, weren't they a cover band?
I don't think so.
I don't
think
know. They
don't
do
think
nothing but originals in the time we've known them.
Okay.
yeah, they just had a record release party.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I've known those guys for a long time as well, and they're doing pretty
They're
good.
part of the old man metal scene, so there's only so many of us, so
Okay.
we all know each other pretty well.
And
Yeah.
don't worry,
Yeah, it's
one of these days, I'll come up on stage with a cane. And
there you go, man.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dude, we've had stranger things happen. Gilly Willie comes up on stage sometime.
Oh yeah, we
There's
go.
There's just one little dude, fucking funny as hell. He got up on stage and stage dove last year. Everybody moved, and it was like blacktop. And he took out some like teenage kid. I get surprised there weren't lawsuits.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That's pretty funny, though. I mean,
Oh yeah, it was. He dressed up in a baby Finster costume for Grill 'Em All 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
rode around on a bicycle.
Rode
wearing
around on a
diaper.
bicycle, drunk, trying to introduce the band. We try to bring a freak show type of thing to our show, particularly Grill 'Em All. Like the weirder, the better.
Right.
Like-
Yeah, we had
Oh,
the Grim
nice.
Reaper running
Somebody
around.
wants
That
to
was
show up in
Ed,
a
that was
clown
Ed's baby,
costume.
man.
Awesome.
That was Ed's baby.
Yeah, Ed built this giant, like 8-foot Grim Reaper costume.
He'll be back.
Oh, he'll be back. He'll make an appearance.
Clowns listening, we'd love to have you.
Yeah.
We need something to spice up Grill 'Em All this year.
Yeah, man. You got
Anything
any
weird.
freaks, dude? Tell me.
Yeah.
The more freaks, the better, man. Bring the freaks. Bring the freaks, man.
If there's any vendors that happen to be out there that want to come, particularly the weirder, the better.
Dancing bears.
Now, the exotic,
Ed gives pap smears
Yeah.
before and after the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, Ed usually hangs out
He
behind the
prefers the
dumpster.
prostate
He's
exam.
usually right behind the dumpster after our shows, man. Just-
He'll be sleeping in the dumpster the night before.
see, now, the exotic convention was in like July instead of October. Get a lot of freaks coming from that.
The exotic. We should play the Exotica convention.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
hook
that
us
sounds
up?
like a fun
We've been
time,
saying,
dude.
like it was. We got to play the Pony, which was amazing. We got to play the VH1 That Metal Show Christmas party up at Dingbats last year. Now we want to start going in a different direction. Forget bigger stages. I want to play porn convention. We want to play strip club. We want to do weird shit.
Yeah,
now.
exactly, man. Yep,
By
yep.
the way, we're booking weddings now too. We can do
Yes,
weddings.
bar mitzvahs.
Bar mitzvahs.
Okay.
Bar mitzvahs.
Holy
definitely,
communions.
Yeah, communions are definitely popular. So, yeah, that's what we'll open
Have
up with
Yamamas
flyers.
with like Maltese frosting.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Oh, you should see mine. I don't want to talk about it.
And
A Yamaha. Yeah, he's got a Yamaha,
we
right?
love
He's
doing
got a
weddings. Sooner or later, there's got to be some like freaky people we know, or like the bride wants to wear black and the husband's a metalhead, and they're like, "Dude, play in our backyard for $100." I'm like, "We'll do it for fucking cake and beer."
That's right,
Hook us
man.
up, man.
Cake and beer, we're good.
Yeah.
Prime-
So if anybody wants to hire us for a metal wedding, we work cheap.
We work cheap. Especially Ed.
Not that cheap.
No, Ed, you're cheap.
No.
Constantly
You are
breaking
cheap.
shit down.
You're
And
cheap.
losing shit.
And
The past couple shows, Ed's left a major piece of equipment at every show. He's going broke.
Oy.
He left a brand new China symbol at the Stone Pony.
And let me guess, when you got back, it was gone, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're gone.
He didn't realize until a week later.
Yeah,
So.
when I'm back in the studio, I'm fucking setting up, and I'm just like, I'm missing a China symbol and a stand. I left my entire bag of drumsticks at another show.
Rest your snare on your lap and just go crazy, right?
No.
Make,
No, man.
Make you play a bucket, man.
make it work.
I try to have a lot of spares. You gotta have spares.
Of course.
Constantly breaking shit.
He hits hard. If you've seen some of our video, Ed doesn't play like this.
No.
Ed's a hard hitter.
Yeah.
Very angry.
I was gonna say something, but I'm just gonna hold back, man. I'm good.
He's
I love
very
it.
That helps.
How many like double kick pedals do you go through a year?
Bro, he says, bro.
I have 2 pair right now and a single right now. Looking into get, you want to keep upgrading, just like these guys get guitars.
He just broke the double right before the
Yeah.
last show.
Yeah, and I didn't tell these guys at all. The minute I say shit.
You put some
We'll
like,
be like,
duct,
you dick.
you put some like duct tape and a zip tie on. And he fixed it.
I didn't say a fucking word. I just put the bag over here, then I picked up the spare. Not a fucking say a word until after the show. Because
What?
It's always
Because
something.
what?
Because it's always
Because what?
my
What?
God.
Because what?
It's always fucking something. Usually it's video with the gear. Spend a fortune on gear and always have some sort of scoop.
A
It's fine in
breakdown.
practice, and then right before a show.
String right before the show, or right during that first song.
So we got some Raritan people
Chiming in.
listen in.
Nice.
Chuck Hester,
Chuck Hester. Holy shit, Chuck.
what's going on, brother? Danny Citron,
Danny Citron. There you go, man.
what's going on, brother? My buddy Mike that lives in Pennsylvania.
What's happening, Mike? Rock on, brother.
We got he's a Springsteen fan.
What's that?
He's a big Springsteen guy.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's something we haven't played.
All right. We're never gonna play Springsteen, bro, but it's all good, man.
I think you should,
Rock on.
I think you should do a metaled up version of Rosalita.
Nah, we ain't doing that. I ain't no chance.
We'll metal
No
up
chance.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Just,
John- yeah.
but
Yeah.
we got lines we got to draw in the sand.
Yeah,
Classic rock. We don't want to be anywhere near that.
No, Bruce Springsteen.
Not our
forget
thing.
about it.
Not our thing.
none of that glory days, glory holes.
Nah. Glory hole. Hey, it's bad. You know how everybody said that? We all pointed Ed.
Yeah, these guys, this guy can't afford gas money,
We-
fucking drum money.
Dude, the 20s are 20, man. Ask Ed, man. He's
Poor
good
Ed,
for it.
everybody who's ever been in the band has lived. We all live within like 5 minutes of each other.
Right.
And then Ed lives up in Union, so he's like
Yeah,
hoofing it down to practice, hoofing it home at night. By the time he gets home, sometimes like we're home, had dinner, and go to bed, and he's still driving.
he's still
home.
driving. I'm like,
Poor son of a bitch.
like,
Like you must really like it if you're staying in this band.
I'm a real asshole. I was fucking desperate.
Couldn't find a band anywhere.
So you're in the town of Union?
Been there 24 years.
Jeez. I remember when I used to work in Linden. That was a fucking hike every day.
hey, comes twice a week, man.
I think he was very shocked when he came down and met the Bayshore trash that we are. 'Cause we're all crickers. George, I'm Leonardo boy. George Belford, he's Leonardo now, but he's Belford. Brian Haslett, but still a cricker. Frank
Right.
Leonardo. We're all locals, you know. Poor Ed's a city boy comes down and needs to deal with us.
City slicker, aren't you?
City slicker.
Yeah, like I've always, this is my very first and last cover band. I'll never be in another band after these guys. 'Cause it'll never be better than
That
this.
I was gonna say that might be a
Yeah,
compliment.
it'll
I
be
like
never
that.
be better.
Is it
Could
that
be, or it might
damaging?
not be.
So like,
That I really want to know.
what?
It's
Is it like that damaging?
Oh, yeah, it's brutal, dude. It-
Totally damn.
it's grind.
Oh, yeah, tears. Like, yeah, I've been in
Tears.
original bands forever, like 25 fucking years. I've been playing drums more than half my life, and I was in the middle of another band, and that kind of fell apart. And then it was at the job, and a good friend of mine, Art, who's into metal and shows and all that stuff like that, and I'm scrolling on Facebook and I'm looking for. I'm like, I think I need to join a fucking band. So like, it was just a small ad that Craig wrote. Simple, metal, classic metal band looking for solid drummer, need transportation, nothing. So then I go up to my friend Art and I go, "Hey man, you ever hear this band Spahn Ranch, man?" And he goes, "What? Fucking hell yeah, man! You want me to call him right now?" I was like, "Yo, fucking calm down," And so then
Art is nuts.
So yeah, and I was just like,
Thank you,
"No,
Art."
No, don't fucking call him. No, this is different.
Right.
Because now I usually make a fucking band. This is different. I had to audition for these guys. Never mind that I had to go meet these guys, but I had to go meet musicians. Yo, the stress level, that car ride to that first practice, and and then yeah.
Well, you came and seen us at the Pony. We played the Pony
Yeah,
before you came.
right. I went to go.
So
see them
we
first.
had that was our first
Okay,
Pony
So we
show.
went to the Pony to
Right.
see these guys live.
And,
right?
and we had a fill-in drummer that night, a good friend of ours, Sean Maroney.
It was the second. Yeah, it was the second Pony
And-
show. That's right.
3 times.
And he literally filled in like on like 5 days notice. We're like, shit, we have a show. We got to play like 9 songs. And he's like, I'll be there tomorrow night. What do you need me to learn? And the guy stepped in and killed it. Like nobody knew we missed a beat.
Right.
But he also he had a commitment. He was with another band, so we knew we couldn't poach him or anything. So Ed came and saw us, and Ed was like, "Oh, when am I auditioning for you guys?"
Yeah,
And it,
that was
a
it,
week
man.
later,
Well, wait. He gave me a list of
Okay.
songs, and then he narrowed it down to just 3 fucking songs, right? But I'm like a psychopath. So instead of me refocusing on just 3 songs, I tried to learn the whole dozen. So like I kind of knew all the songs, and when we finally got up there, and I
He's
got in that
shocked.
room,
He's shocked. He's shocked.
we took those 3 and then just kept going, and then the next song, and the next song, and the next song. We got through them. We got through them, and then
Now, by the end of that audition, did you know he was your guy?
Okay,
Yeah.
wait.
That's
Before he was in his car, we knew.
Yeah, we knew.
Okay,
We
wait
knew.
a minute. So then, like,
We knew.
I'm just like,
but we had to play the game.
wait.
We'll be in touch.
Yeah. We're like, we're like, thanks
We had a
for
couple of
driving.
auditions lined up.
We
Yeah.
did. There were other auditions lined up.
But we did. We actually did know when he left. He wasn't even at the
I called him
driveway yet.
like
We were
before we hit the parkway.
that's
I
our
called you,
guy.
right? Like 10 minutes later, I called him like because we were like, should we wait 2 days? We're like, we're too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Let's just call him now. So
It has a lot to do with everything, though, man. I mean, his playing. I mean, all of us. We get along together. You know what I mean? We could joke
we
around.
wouldn't have known that
we
then.
could-
though.
exactly.
We were hoping you wouldn't
but
hate us.
we could
We're like, he's
almost
gonna quit
tell
this band after
right
a
off
month.
the bat that he was right where we were at.
Too late
You know
now.
what I
Now
mean?
you
So-
can't leave.
Now you,
Now you can't
now
leave.
you can't leave.
Yeah, man, I fucking quit 20 times already.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
think I
a little
told-
bit of a temper, huh?
he hit me with a couple, man.
I don't think the sticks
hit me with
slip.
a
I think
couple.
you're throwing them on purpose.
I'm like, that's it. We're fighting. Let's go, Brian.
We were worried about offending him initially, like Craig mentioned earlier, but he's just as much of a
Just as
deviant we are.
deranged as we are.
Deviant
Oh, yeah.
like we are.
Well,
Yeah, we're pretty fucked up.
then it's a good fit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's funny because George, who is, if George was here right now, George would be sitting, smiling, and drinking. He probably wouldn't have said a word yet. And that's the way George is on stage. Like George gets up on stage, does his job, and like plays guitar like a maniac. But he'd stand behind the curtain if you asked him to. He just kills it. And then people will be like, "Who's that other guy in your band?" It's like 'cause he gets up on the show, and then his wife will generally leave. We'll have a beer, say goodbye, and leave. Like,
The truth of the matter is, I would never want to play with another guitar.
no, God, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like him and I don't even need to look. We know exactly what we're gonna do.
He's
I know
the
what he's
silent
gonna do.
guy in the
He
room.
knows what I'm gonna do. He
But-
knows we
We
are
wouldn't be anywhere without him, man.
Yeah, he's our glue.
absolutely, man.
And he'll like half of this because he's a little older than us.
Right.
And like most of it, like he's a Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Nugent guy, and we'll throw something at him. He's like, I've never heard of it. He'll go home and listen. He'll come back and be like, okay, and he like learns it in 2 minutes. And he's like, yeah.
that easy.
He's like, he just loves playing. Like he's like, I'd never listen to some of these songs, but I love playing them. So we turned a classic rock dude into a metalhead.
Yeah, well,
He's
yeah,
got
no
no
choice.
choice.
He's got no choice.
We want to play SOD, Kill Yourself. And he's like, well, that's where I draw the line.
But we play it,
And he shows up at the next practice
and
we
we play
And
it.
he loves it. He absolutely loves
Or
it.
these guys will throw out something in like a tuning. It's like I've never even heard of that. Like drop Z.
Drop C. Yeah, no, it's all good, man.
Listen, as long as you don't come out with like a Keith Richards tuning, like an open G,
No.
and then like try and do something really like thrashy with it.
Yeah, like I said, we do play around with tunings, you know what I mean? It becomes an issue where you got to bring a bunch of guitars just to play, you know what I mean, a couple of songs.
Yeah.
But you know what, man, it's worth it though.
Playing a bar show, these guys are showing up with like 4 guitars.
But it's worth it to us, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like if we're gonna do it, it's gonna sound good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, fuck it. I don't give a shit about tuning down.
We like
bringing another guitar.
Right.
You know what I mean?
even when we play a bar show, like we know a lot of bands and their whole thing is, hey, they want to get in there and they'll play 2 or 3 sets. And their thing is, we want to get paid all the money. Whenever we play a show, when we book, we always want to have another band.
Of course.
We want to have another band come in, maybe from out of the area, maybe they're local, whatever it is, because we want to treat it more like a show. We never like to finish the night by saying we'll be back in a little while, because our fans are too old to leave if we say that.
Right.
We
After 40 minutes, that'll shit his pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we will play, and when the last song goes, it's we're done. But like shit, we
I think actually
we
didn't
played
you
a
shit your
2-hour
pants the
set.
last show.
Well, when we played the Chubby Pickle a couple weeks ago, we had an opening band come up. They played for about an hour, and then we got on and we did like 23 straight songs without a break because we're like, dude, if we take a break, people are gonna leave.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll be back in a little while. Like, our fans are not getting any younger. We're not getting any younger. So we go until we're about to pass out, and then we call it a night.
Especially if it's like a Wednesday or a Thursday night.
Oh, no, fuck. Even Friday nights are tough. The only time we would ever play on a Friday is if it's something we can't say no to. Like,
yeah,
a Christmas party at Dingbats. The Stone Pony will play on a Friday. But if we're booking a bar show,
it's always Saturday.
It's a Saturday because Friday, forget it. By the time everybody gets out of work and gets their shit together.
Yeah.
And you know what? And again,
the fans, you know,
a lot of our friends on a Friday night, they're exhausted. They go to bed at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
Saturday's the only late night.
You get a good crowd.
Friday is my only long day. I'll go to work in Thomas River. I'll be there from like 11 to 7. Drive back up here, get home by 8, eat dinner, and then I'm back out the door and go to work from 10 at night to 5 in the morning.
Oh.
That's tough, man. That's a tough gig, bro.
It really is.
That's a tough gig, dude.
Oof.
Yeah.
But at least the one gig, I'm just sitting there.
Yeah.
You know, taking cash.
Taking cash. Nothing wrong with that.
and you got nice, stuff to look at in the background too.
Yeah.
So, it's not like you're working at the cinder block factory. So
No, not at all. and I wouldn't either.
Digging ditches.
I mean, listen, I've been doing what I'm doing pretty much most of my adult life. Why change shit now?
there you go.
Shit, man. Do what you know how to do. You know what I mean? Roll with it.
I mean, shit, you're where you're at, since my first gig at La Strada.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
And,
Yeah.
I think I started over there in 92.
Yeah, man. It's been a long time, bro. Long
Yeah.
time, man. I mean, I like I said, 30 plus years. You know what I mean? And I've known you.
Yeah. Since early 80s.
And we haven't changed.
No. Still the same.
That's right.
Same
You just got better looking.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
Well, I
Not me.
lost all my hair, but
No way, yo.
Oh,
Don't be doing that, man. Don't be doing that. Don't do that.
sunburn from the lights.
Yeah, exactly. I lost all my hair too. Talk about that shit.
You still got a little bit back there.
Yeah, but it's back here.
Okay.
It's back here. I ain't taking that hat. Yeah, I ain't taking that hat off, man. I remember you remember, man, my hair was down to my knees, dude. Now it's like,
If
whoa.
you made it a little longer, you could pull a Tony Little.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm done, man. It's when that shit started falling out, I was like, oh, game over.
Actually, I was young when it happened. I was 23 when it started going.
Yeah, I was in my 30s, man. In my 30s, and I was like, oh shit. I
Ed's
started getting that landing
blowing
pad.
locks over there, man. Got the lion's mane, baby.
Hold on a second.
You got some,
Hey, anybody out there listening? Does he look like George Washington or what? Is it George?
Mr. Cherry Tree over here.
The only reason I have the fucking long hair is because of the band.
Why? What'd you have before
We
that?
can't see you behind the drum kit. What's the matter?
It was a fucking crew cut. That was it. That's all I had.
Crew cut.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Poor son of a bitch is stuck back there like
That was a
I
hardcore
haven't
guy,
had
man.
one of
That's
them
the long
since I
hair.
was
It's a hardcore guy.
like,
Yeah.
the one original song we do. It's Ed wrote it.
Ed wrote it.
He
He
came
wrote
and he's
the
like,
whole
guys,
song.
I've been working on this song. And we're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, he's like, oh, I wrote the guitar, I wrote the bass, I wrote the lyrics, I wrote this, I wrote that. We're like, holy shit, we're an original band overnight just because of Ed.
That was one of the things when Art told me about the band that I should audition. I wanted to put something together for Craig.
okay.
Like, so I did like a resume, and then I sent them some videos and some links and some shit and music I wrote and all stuff like that, and that's how I got and then besides seeing them at the Pony, shit, when I'm seeing these guys at the Pony, I walked in there and then the Stone Pony, right, and then the ramp that goes up and
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm on top of the ramp, and then you could see the stage real well. And I'm just like, holy fuck, these guys are good.
That's how good the pony makes you sound, by the
Yeah.
way.
I can't do this.
I mean,
If anybody's out there, if you get a chance to play there, and again, you got to move tickets.
yeah.
You can't just walk in there on your laurels and say people are going to come see me. They want you to sell tickets. But
Oh yeah.
if you get the opportunity to play on that type of, it's like a game changer, and it's
Sound is
and they
phenomenal.
treat you good. If you bring
Yeah, they
people in, they treat you good, man.
Yeah, sound is phenomenal, man. I mean, it's like you're up there and you're in a different world.
Yeah.
You know, and there's only so
I've
many
done-
places.
You're playing a floor on a bar in a corner one day, and then you're doing that.
That's, believe it or not, man. That's another great. I mean, the sound man. What's his name?
Steve Zing.
Steve
Steve
Zing.
Zing from Danzig.
Dingbats is,
You know, so he does our sound when we. And I'll tell you, man.
and it's always hard rock and metal and fucking hard crazy shit up there. It's like, and they'll just do it like on a random Friday night. There's locals that just walk in the door. It's not like, oh, I need to go out and see something tonight. Where like, as around here, you're like, let me go down to the local watering hole. People up there say, I'm just going down to Dingbats. I'm going to drop $10 and watch whatever metal band is on the stage tonight. And I don't know that there's any place in Jersey like it left. Like,
Wow.
No, that's exactly.
that's a place you got to support. Dingbats is,
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
like-
man. I mean, that's one of the.
and again, they're good to us. So
That place is an institution.
It is,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like you said, it's like the Brighton. You know what I mean? Same type of vibe. Same. You know what I mean?
we got to
And
play the
it's
Brighton, and then it closed down. Another Black Widow event for us.
Brighton was always cool.
Yeah, three,
We
four
played
times.
the Brighton 3 times, I think. Yeah,
Brighton
Brighton.
was always cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I played the Brighton bar since I
Unfortunately,
was 17
when
years
we were
old.
playing it
Yeah.
though, it was still during the nonsense. It's like you need to be seated and you need to put your mask on when you're walking from the bathroom to here. So we never got to experience the Brighton when it was just a freaking free for all. Unfortunately,
Yeah, we sold out the Brighton because it was it was COVID, and I think you could only bring 20 people in or something. Yeah.
we sold out a lot of COVID
Yeah,
shows.
we sold out COVID. We actually kept playing right through COVID. If we played the Brighton, kept on going. So
I think we had to shut down for a couple months, and then they
March and April.
yeah,
like
like stopped for like 2 or 3 months,
We
whatever.
stopped
But
practicing.
and then we didn't get to play because everything was closed.
Our first show that summer was Grill 'Em All, which was after, and that was when we crammed like 200 people in Scott's backyard. And we did our due diligence. So like he had informed, like called the cops ahead of time, said, hey, listen, we're thinking about doing this. And they were like, we're not the COVID. And cops would drive by, we'd peek outside, they'd wave, they didn't, it was
We
like,
had
hey,
social
exactly.
media ban on it because we didn't want it to get out of control too bad.
Right.
people across the highway, like half a mile away, were saying, like, dude, I hear this live music going on. And our one friend's wife, she goes, oh, that's where I'm going right now. And you got all these people with masks on freaking out, like, who's breaking the law? She goes, that's where I'm going.
hell yeah.
I'm going to the metal party across the highway.
Actually, where you just played with that "Obey Your Master," the Metallica.
Yeah, the
band.
Metallica
Yeah.
tribute. Yeah.
I actually met
Thanks,
their. I actually met their singer at the Den
Oh,
yeah?
a couple weeks ago.
Dude, they were
Yeah,
excellent.
they were good.
They
They
were
were great.
That was a fun show to
Good
play.
people, man. Good dudes.
That
Yeah.
was just that was a great show.
Yeah.
We kind of put that one together. It was being able to be in a spot where we had played the Pony before,
Right.
and not just being said, hey, we're being put on the bill, but being able to talk to the Kyle, the promoter there, and saying, hey, we want to kind of determine who's coming in that night. We don't want it to just be some random shit. We want to handpick the bands, and he let us
He
do
let
it.
us do it, man.
And he had
it's a
wanted those
great
guys to come up. I had gotten in touch with them. Facebook is a crazy thing. You can reach out to total strangers.
Of course.
And musically, it's been a great thing for us. And then Johnny Pipe were good friends of us. We brought them up. This band
The
called
Bellas.
the Bellas, who they'll play like this. They're like these 20-year-old chicks who
Right.
play like Sunset Strip, but like with an edge type shit.
Yeah,
Like
I've heard of them before.
They're excellent. They're going to be out there at that show we're playing on June 8th.
June 8th. Right.
But they kicked things off, went out there and kicked ass, and it was from start to finish. It was just a metal night. And even just talking to the people who work there, they're like, we have so many shows here that are like, They're like, the light guy's like, when music's slow, my thumb is slow, my fingers are slow. When you guys are playing, he goes, he goes, I wish there was more stuff like this here. So it was fun to do that show. But Obey Your Master was great. We hung out with those guys. They were really cool. To
Yeah,
share the stage with them, they kicked ass.
By the end of that night, he was like my best friend.
Yeah, they were good dudes. They were real good
Yeah,
dudes.
absolutely.
And the guitar player in that band, he plays in that band. He plays in 6 Seconds to Mars, which
Yeah,
is a
Motley.
Motley band.
Yep.
And then he plays in a Bon Jovi tribute too. Like that dude is like, he's got like 9 million songs at his disposal. Like he plays nonstop.
Well, that's just like Sean Torrey, who he used to play for American Angel.
Angel, right.
And he does that Foreigner tribute band.
Yep.
Fuck's his name?
Yeah, I know who you.
Cold as Ice.
No.
No.
If I was
it's,
starting Foreigner tribute,
I know
that's
who
what
I know
call
who you're
it.
talking about.
And he
Cold as Ice.
Bon Journey
Bon Journey.
or Bon Journey, whatever.
Bon Journey, yeah, who knows, dude? I mean, like you said,
Scott, can we play a Bon Jovi song next?
No, it's not gonna happen, dude. It's not gonna happen.
In my backyard.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be burning my guitars. But anyway, we won't talk about that live. Forget that shit.
Yeah, no,
Nah, man. I mean,
no
Slayer,
firewood.
Slayer.
Yeah.
I like heavy, man.
If we want
I like heavy.
if I
The
called
heavier, the
Scott or
better.
texted Scott, and there's more, like we're psychopaths. Like we'll be driving to work in the morning at 6 o'clock, and we're like talking, what song should we do next as we're driving? If I said, dude, let's do 19 Slayer songs in a row, he'd be like, yeah,
All right.
that's a good idea. Let's
I'll
do
do
it.
it. I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'm in. I'm in.
Motorhead, bring it on.
We never want to become a tribute band, but if we ever did like 9 songs in a row by the same band, it would probably be Slayer. So
Yeah, close.
Definitely works.
And Metallica.
Yeah,
And
we do a lot of
Metallica.
Metallica.
A lot of
yeah.
Metallica.
I'd be pretty fucking tired.
Like there's,
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever done a show where we haven't done Metallica, Slayer, and Motorhead. Like, well, actually, when we played with Obey Your Master, we didn't play Metallica, obviously.
Yeah.
That was like the first time, but we always play one Slayer, always one Metallica, always one Motorhead. We mix them up. Like those are bands we always want to
And then
keep
we
in there.
Keep 'em in.
go off the reservation with the hardcore stuff, the sick of it all, Hatebreed.
Yep, we'll do a little.
Mags,
Yep.
You know, we'll do all that stuff too. And
We'll do some Twisted Sister.
yeah, old
We
Twisted.
do it all. I mean, even down to AC/DC. You know what I mean?
And you just do Burn in Hell,
Yeah,
right?
we do Burn in Hell.
We do
Twisted
Burn in
Sister,
Hell.
Yeah.
Burn in Hell was one we did. Like, it's funny, like we sit around and like we'll throw songs out there and like throw something to the wall and see what sticks.
Mhm.
And there's times we'll listen to something, we'll be like, man, that wouldn't work for us. It's a great song, but it wouldn't work for my voice, or
Right.
it doesn't fit what we do, or and that was when we were like, okay, let's give it a shot. And then when we started playing it, we didn't realize how good it was going to be. Like that's become one of our favorite. Like Burn in Hell by Twisted Sister is like,
Yeah, it's
what an amazingly cool song, man. People love it.
And that's like from one of the first couple albums.
exactly.
No, actually, that
No,
was
well-
that was off of Stay Hungry
Yes.
when they went like very commercial.
Right.
Like it was in that Pee Wee Herman movie, in fact. That Pee Wee's where the bicycle and shit.
Oh, the Big Adventure.
Yeah, like Twisted Sister was in that movie, like apparently recording that video, and then they did it was on
How do you know that?
because
How do you
because
know
I'm
that?
younger than you, fucks, and I was watching Pee Wee Herman movies as a kid.
The most movies
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Pee Wee Herman in was like Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams.
It's like fucking.
No,
I'm
but
gonna say I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say shit.
but that's when they became commercial. But again, we're not gonna play. We're not gonna take it, or I Want to Rock. But Burn in Hell, we're like, hell yeah, let's play that shit. And people love that
I
song.
mean, don't get me wrong, you can't stop rock and roll to fit it.
Play that.
We play that.
We play
That's a
that
great
too.
song. Ed wants to
Yeah.
play Under the Blade, I
Under
think,
the
right?
Blade, yeah, that's another-
So Twisted Sister's a cool band, man.
Oh, they definitely are.
Hell yeah. And again,
especially the early-
to represent bands from like the New York, New Jersey area when we get a chance to do something kind of local, it's
Right.
it's neat. You know, people, old school metal fans dig that shit.
Now, I remember talking to you a couple weeks ago, Brian. You said you just do Diamonds and Rust live.
Yeah, we exactly. Well, we did. We were doing an acoustic version
Right.
that we were working
That's
on.
another thing that makes
We
people's
haven't,
heads spin. When we get out acoustic guitars, people
Yeah,
are like, what the
we do
how
a
are you
couple
doing?
acoustic gigs. You know what I mean, here and there. We don't want to burn people out with it, that type of thing. You know what I
do
mean?
like 2 songs in a
No,
set.
exactly. You know what I mean? But it's yeah. I mean, yeah, we play it. You know what I mean? We're all over the fucking place.
do some Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains acoustic. We do it.
Slipknot acoustically.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, we throw it in there.
It's
You know,
fun.
it's just yeah, whatever fits the moment, I
Yeah.
guess. You know what I mean?
And
So-
depending on where we're playing, like if we're playing, like when we were playing the that metal show's Christmas party, we knew there was going to be a Priest band there and a Motley Crue band there, so we wanted to play some stuff that was going to appeal more to the masses. So that's when we're going to do songs where they'll be like, I know that one, I know that one, I know that one. And then there's other times where like we're going to play the nastiest, loudest, most obscene stuff we can think of because we don't care. And we're going to just do 45 minutes straight of stuff that people are like, I don't even know the words to this. And we're like, yeah, hope you liked it.
Have
And
a
because
great night.
and that's great because we never have to
Fucking
succumb to we have to play songs that we don't like. And nothing against that because we're all friends with musicians who can make a lot of money. Like I'm friends with a guy who pays his mortgage playing American Girl by Tom Petty.
Right.
But he wants to slit his throat every time he does it. But when he writes a check to pay for his house, it's worth it.
Of
But
course.
because we're just doing this for fun, we never have to play a song we don't like. We never take a request.
Exactly.
First off, we wouldn't want to do it. Secondly, we'd fuck it up because if we don't practice it 37 times before a show, we can't
Right.
remember how it goes.
Now, who would want to play American Girl and like fucking 8675309?
Oh God. Again, Scott would have a bonfire in his backyard with all his bass guitars.
That's what I was saying
I'm
before,
sure.
man. It's like we're not top 40 band. We're not the band that you're gonna go out and see playing in the bar that's playing all that shit. We're playing heavy.
When people randomly walk into the bar, and we were talking about this before we went on, the Chubby Pickle in Highlands.
Right.
And for people our age, it was the bootlegger back in the day.
Right.
It's a cool bar, and they've become one of the few music venues around, even though it's a dive bar, because they have sound. You can walk in there, you plug right in. They take care of you. They pay. Unlike you don't have to chase the promoter down or the bar manager down at the end of the night. They take care of you.
Right. Exactly.
But when we play there, some people walk through the door, and I've talked to friends where like they see us and they go, "Oh shit," and they turn around and walk right out. But then there's other people you walk in. Apparently there was like a group of like people well into their 60s. They walked in and they were like, they went over, they ordered drinks, they stayed for the whole, they were singing along the songs. It was, so you just never know. So when people walk in, they either do a beeline to the door when they see us, or they're like, this is different, and they stay. So
yeah, even young kids. Last time we had a load of young kids very late.
Yeah, like 21-year-old, because their parents grew up on this shit.
And they loved it. They came.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. They were singing. They were, you know what I mean? It was cool.
It was their parents' music. That's
New generation of metalheads, man.
You know?
That's always good.
Which is awesome.
That's always good.
Hell yeah.
I mean, like, even like we would call it like poser rock back.
Posers, man. Yeah, exactly.
You know, like all the Poison crew.
Yep.
Dude, easy. I don't want to play that.
Hairspray in your hair, Craig?
Oh.
Yes, I am.
No Bieber fever in this room.
Bieber fever, dude. There he is. It's all good.
But
we love him.
We're gonna out him right now. It's all right.
Yeah, you're fired.
I will make zero apologies for
fired.
saying early Def Leppard was good stuff. So he will say, he'll give me shit for it all night. So yeah, and that's a fun thing too, is we don't all have the same musical taste, but like when it comes to choosing songs,
yeah,
we find that common ground, because there's like, yep, we're all like, this is stuff we're all into, but like there's stuff where, you know, on the outside that we'd never play. There's stuff that we all like.
Oh yeah, man.
That wouldn't suit this band.
Blues, man. I like blues. You know what I mean? I love blues.
But when it comes to what works for the band, it's, you know, with song choice, we do a good job of finding it.
Now even like personal practice, Brian. Like when you sit there and play like blues for an hour.
Yeah.
Just to
absolutely, man.
Just to kind of keep sharp.
Absolutely, and basically that's what I do, man. You know what I mean? I'll go home and I'll sit and I'll run
play
through
our songs instead.
I'll do.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, that's what I do. I go home and I play nothing that we play.
You play the blues.
And then I play the blues, and then I come and I'm like, how the fuck's that song go again? How the fuck that song go? Wait a minute. Holy shit, man.
That was like a softball, just being
I guess I should practice that shit. Yeah, but no, I do. I do play a lot of blues when I'm hanging out, you know, pentatonics and shit like that. Just keep my fingers rolling. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Now, what about like trigger fingers and shit like that? Do you get them from like the years of playing?
Not really, man. You know, I mean, it's you know, like you said, I used to get cramped up a lot. You know what I mean? Way back in the early days, man, like in my teens. And to be honest with you, man, I have not had a problem at all. You know what I mean? I haven't had a problem since we've been playing. Sometimes you get cramped up. You know, if we play like a 2 hour, you know what I mean, 2.5 hour fucking gig, you know, yeah, you get tired. You know what I mean? But I haven't cramped up to the point where it's
when we play a long set or when we play some crazy shit back to back. The person I feel Ed, I look back there and I see it with his feet going like this, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ, how did he do this?
Pants and,
you know, I always have a fan going. And then,
put one of those Fitbits on, see how many steps you get during your.
I'll tell them. I'll tell these guys, yo, I need a break.
I'm not even kidding. Even just when we played the Chubby Pickle, we did that 2 hour set. Like one of my, you know, hey, band bitch, do this job thing is bring water. I brought a 28 pack of water onto the stage. It was gone between us. 28 bottles of water is gone in 2 hours, and we're asking for more.
You know, we're not the chickens, man. We're all
right, exactly.
Yeah,
we're all in our 50s. You know, it's hard.
I'm not there yet. I'm the young bitch.
You are.
I'm getting there.
That's hard to say. We're all in our 50s now.
Well,
yeah.
George is in his 60s, isn't he?
No, George is like 58, I think.
So we're all in our 50s.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
We're not all in our 50s
except
yet.
for him.
I'm not there yet.
Except for him. He's
You're the youngin', huh?
He's the youngin'.
I'm almost 49. Yeah, I'm the youngin'.
Oh,
Okay.
50.
Well, either way, there's still a good party coming.
Oh yeah. Well, that's actually that's how the Grill 'em All parties
Yeah.
were celebrations for I turned 50,
I turned 50.
you
a
turned
friend of
50,
ours turned
a
50.
friend of ours turned 50, so that it was like Grill 'em All. We're gonna throw 50th birthday parties.
You're gonna be there this
and,
year,
and
right?
then it's like
course.
Grill 'em All
I know
started
you
going.
work weekends, but you're gonna have to take off that Saturday well in advance. That now you got no choice.
Because I'm sure you guys are, going to play later in the day.
By the
we,
time we go on, it'll probably be close to like 6 o'clock.
we
The
don't
party,
like
the party
we don't
starts around
close.
3:30.
Okay.
If doors at 3, first band will go on at 3:30, and that's a great thing. That's another thing we like is that every band is great.
Right.
We don't want to do a thing where it's like, hey, first we're going to put on this band that's not so good for 20 minutes, and then we'll do this. It's called we pick 4 bands who we
That are
think are
good.
going to kick
They-
ass,
They are good.
and there's no headliner.
And do your set.
Like we give everybody like 65, 70 minutes,
Okay.
and it's not we don't even close our show. We have another band finish because we got to take care of business and make sure people are paid.
Right.
And then also we've been behaving all day, and after all that work, because it's a lot of work, we want to
party,
drink,
man. We want
we
to
want
party.
to drink.
It's our party.
So we-
you know what I mean?
and-
So it's
right.
like we want to have a good time. We want to hang out
Yeah.
with people. We want to do everything.
And we get a lot of friends that come, and some of the people aren't even metal people; they're just friends of ours that just support the hell out of us that come every year. So
So we have Mark Brennisser.
Yeah, it's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Nice.
Been in a lot of bands with him.
Said, okay, I see you, brother.
He's great. He's a real talented guitar player.
we'll keep him in mind for if Brian falls off a boat.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen with me, man. I'm like accident prone.
George shits the bed.
Yeah, something. Yeah,
You always got to
exactly.
have a backup plan as people get older. So
Yeah, you never know, dude. I could be.
If you throw him overboard one day,
Yeah. Yeah, shit happens. All right, dude, come on over. I'll show you the set list, man. We'll get your fucking set right up,
We might
dude.
even be able to help you out with equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got everything. Ready to go.
Come on down.
oh shit.
better now, Doc. Got Doc Holliday from Sony down in Nashville.
Nice. Nice. What's up, Doc?
We couldn't hear you.
Yeah, he couldn't hear me. For some reason, my mic kept on cutting out.
No shit, man. That's awesome, man.
It's a hell of a place you got here. Seriously though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's funny, like, we looked on some of your things. Every other show, there was like some chick with a big rack here, and then we show up, we get nothing. We get a goddamn werewolf. But whatever. Thanks anyway.
This is cool, man.
Yeah, we got this fucking guy over
Well,
here looking at him doing.
Hey, by the way, before I forget, because it's sitting over, this is a custom made Tony Rodriguez tattoo. Tony made this for us
Okay.
last week. We did not have any in this size, but we wanted you to be able to rap, man. So
Thank you.
we brought this here tonight, baby.
And I got some Fatty's Funhouse gear.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Got any butt plugs?
We're going there, huh?
We're going there.
Oh,
We're going there.
Look
All
at
right. This is where it gets.
I would love-
This is where it gets dangerous.
Chubby Peppy.
Yeah. But no, man, give us those shirts. We'll wear them on stage, man. We are self-promotion whores, and people who support us, we're going to support them right back. So
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean,
Since
it's
I haven't been on camera all
yeah, you got to show that shit, man. Thank you, Tony.
the official Spahn Ranch Fatty banner.
there you go, man.
There you go.
There you go, bro.
Looks like it'll fit pretty well too.
It'll fit you.
I asked your size, man. And we got some big boys in our Legion, man. So we
Oh,
usually
yeah.
order some 3Xs. So
Yeah, I actually Tony does my shirts too.
okay.
Yeah, there you go, man.
So
There you go.
really great guy, Tony.
Yeah.
Ton-
fantastic.
Tony's been a great, like, we've all known him for a long time,
Right.
but through motorcycle stuff and just being local guys, and
17
tattoo people. And
I was
whatnot.
17 years old, man, when Tony gave me that tattoo. Right
But
there.
but
when he was at jeans.
but
and
through this
Aspen.
whole music thing,
Yeah.
that's how we become like friends, not just acquaintances. Tony's a great dude.
Great supporter.
Tony's out.
Yeah, Tony's been a huge supporter of ours, and that's why, like, when he's had us to stuff, and we're like, dude, when we grill them all, we want to have them there.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And great local dudes, and hit the guys in his band, just great
great
guys, man.
musicians, man. Great musicians.
Great band.
I'll tell you what, I did a show with Tony like about a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it,
Yeah, we watched it.
and yeah, well, that was when you went on the road. You went down to Under My Skin and
Yeah,
did it down there live.
I'll
So
tell you what. mind you, I got a lot of health problems myself, and I set that all up, and made sure everything was like to the T perfect.
Right.
Broke it all down, brought it back home.
Oh yeah, man, it's
And,
tough. That's tough.
And mind you, worked my shift that day,
Yeah.
so it's like, Jesus Christ.
Well, what serious
Rock
deck
on,
them
brother.
giving you for this? About $1,000 a week to do these, right?
About that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
there you go. Yeah,
nice little extra money.
Chunk
About
change,
that.
Yeah, When do we need to do the first commercial thing, by the way? This next segment of Fatty's Funhouse is brought to you by Badgersill. Ed loves Badgersill.
Come on, Ed. Throw a little plug in there, Ed.
Kind of like soul.
We're brutal to Ed, man. And he takes it, though.
Yeah.
Like, Ed's like,
Yeah.
Ed came in,
Yeah.
he's like the
Yeah.
Jason Newsted,
Yeah.
but it just never ends.
These fucking guys.
It never ends.
These fucking guys. These
These
fucking guys.
You know what's helped?
These
Like, in all
fucking
seriousness,
guys.
all joking aside, though, like Ed's like family and friends and whatnot, like, dude, they've come out to support like huge.
Yeah.
Like when we did the pony recently, when we played up at Dingbats last year, like to shows we have to sell tickets and move tickets. We
Right.
sell friends, we sell family, we do a lot of stuff on Facebook with fans and whatnot. Ed would call me, he's like, I just sold to like 20 of my nieces and nephews. I'm like, how big is your goddamn family, man? He just like, people just want to come out and see Uncle Ed or Cousin Ed or
Right.
Mr. Ed or whatever the hell you want to call him,
And
So it's been huge because it's introduced us to people from North Jersey and stuff as well. So
Right.
it's been, as opposed to just us little Bayshore idiots, getting somebody outside of the area, that's helped huge.
That's great.
We got to be nice to him every now and again because if we're not, he's gonna goddamn leave us.
Who cares? We got another drummer.
Ross.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh shit. Did I say that?
Oh, that guy.
They show up.
Yeah, we got another guy in our pocket.
We'd be
man, just
screwed.
in
We
case.
said if Ed leaves tomorrow, the band's done. Like we could never go through.
Oh,
Going
you
through
should
that
be-
again.
Fuck all that.
No,
We ain't doing it ever again, man.
no.
This is it.
This is it.
This is it.
As long as it lasts, it lasts.
This
Yeah.
is it, man.
Now the classic lineup.
Yeah, this
classic lineup.
yeah, this is it, man. You know what I mean? Like you said, if there was anything to ever go down, if anything went south, I think.
Yeah, and nothing against the other guys who have played drums in this band. We've had some amazing people.
Right.
We're never changing again. Like and like
It's a process, man. It's a-
Ed's brought background
Dude,
vocals
you
to us.
think about
This
how
motherfucker
backwards
can
you go.
sing. He's playing double bass with a microphone in his face. Like when you listen to Burn in Hell,
Right.
with Twisted Sister, when we do that one, that's all him. He's going crazy on that shit. Half the time, Brian's at the microphone. Brian's like, "Oh shit, I think I remember the words. I'm gonna mouth this
Yeah,
shit."
I'm getting old.
But
I
Ed's
forget
singing
that
this shit. Like if I got laryngitis one night, Ed would probably be like, "I'll sing lead vocals," and he'd just jump right in, and then they'd fire me the next day. He's that good.
See, it's called growing up in Hazlitt.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what IFF does.
It's the water and shit. Yeah, exactly. IFF, the
Yeah.
water. Yeah, it definitely fucks with you, man. It
Yeah,
definitely
really
fucks with you. It's like I don't even. When did we practice last? When was it?
I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't even
2
remember.
days
What we,
ago.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember what we fucking.
This week
played.
we're only practicing once. This counts as a practice tonight, right? So we're only practicing once this week.
Yeah,
We'll probably
Snackle
forget
Lake.
everything by next week.
Don't go on the West Kingsburg trestle side because too many people drown.
Yeah, at the trestle, dude. They get stuck in the mud and shit and fucking see you later.
If somebody falls off the trestle, they're going. I mean,
Yeah, you done.
Brian's an expert at drowning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He drowned
Yes,
once.
I am. I did drown. I actually did fucking
Brian
drown.
is
Oh,
fucking
geez.
hospital bed again.
Yeah.
That was the only time we ever canceled a show was when Brian drowned.
I drowned.
Shouldn't laugh. It's funny now.
He did what?
All right, we're not going to talk about that.
Well,
But I did fucking drown.
he did
I was dead.
back from hell.
DOA, done, dead. Fell off the boat, hit my head on the back of the fucking boat.
The ladder at his boat is slippery as hell.
I
I
came
will
up,
say that.
it was low tide, and I fucking came back backwards off the fucking ladder, hit my head on the fucking boat, knocked myself out, went in the water, and drowned.
And
And
then wanted to
fucking,
play a show the next day.
yeah, it was so, it was,
He couldn't remember his name.
yeah, I got even, yeah,
He was
exactly.
laying in the hospital bed. He looked like Eddie on the Power Slave album. He's like, "Arr."
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, I was,
we're
fu-
playing, we're playing
dude, I
tonight.
was fucked up. I didn't even know who the fuck I was, man. It was great. It was great. But we were playing. I'm fucking
We're
playing.
gonna be there.
I'm spitting up blood and Achilles.
Oh,
Grass shrimp are coming out of my nose.
Achilles.
Fucking seaweed coming out of my ears and shit.
oh, God.
Fucking
Had the bunker brain going on for about 6 months.
Shit up.
The guy, your buddy down in Tennessee's like, what the hell's a killie?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fucked up trip,
Dirty
man.
Jersey bait fish.
Is that in the cement pond?
Oh, dude, I'll tell you, man, that was a fucking that was tough, man.
Scary.
That was
Yeah,
tough. That was a tough one.
That sucked.
And that was like one of our first. It was one of our first big shows that we were gonna fucking play.
Yeah,
I think it was a benefit. I think it was a benefit.
It was the Fuck Cancer benefit, which we're actually playing June 8th. Out at the new cavern, which is right out there, like by Great Adventure.
Okay.
And again, that's going to be a cool one. It got, like I said, there's like 10 bands. It goes nonstop. It starts at noon. They're starting off with the younger kids. Like there's this killer fucking band called Ways to the Grave.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Like this death metal shit.
Great.
Like kids that
They're
are like
great.
17 years old. They get up there and they're like, they're insanely good.
Actually, have
and
a younger band on next week.
Yeah.
The name of their Archist or something like that.
Cool.
And they're kind of like today's like bluesy rock, like
Yeah.
Awesome.
Remember that name, Ways to the Grave, though, because these kids
Oh
are
my
gonna be
God.
fucking, they are going to be fucking
They're already open for national.
yeah, they're phenomenal.
They're all original, but they're kicking off the show, and like we'll be there, like just sitting there and all going, damn, we got to follow these kids.
right?
So
And they're kids, and they're fucking.
they're like
insane.
17, 18, 16, 17, 18 years old. They're insane.
and you know there's going to be like a shit ton of people there for them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, dude. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
great, man. You know, it's like
But it's a
More
cool
power
spot.
to 'em.
It's going to be like 2 stages outside. You know, it's a great.
Oh, nice.
If you got the motorcycle, you got the car, and especially if it's nice, get out there, see some live music all day long, eat some food. That's going to be a fun one. But
Oh, no doubt.
yeah, just nonstop live metal all day long.
Those kind of shows, they're the best shows.
Yep.
Absolutely the best.
Yeah, man.
So anyway, I think it's about time to end this
awesome, brother.
midweek shit.
Hey, John,
All right,
thanks for
man.
having us, brother.
Thank you so much,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Coming on.
I'll
Thank
tell you,
you.
man, this is badass. Thank you. We appreciate everybody out there
Hell yeah.
that chimed in and watched
Once
us.
I get a bigger venue, I actually would like to do maybe something live with you. So, you know,
Come up.
Absolutely, dude. Come on up.
Yeah.
play live, you know.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, that'd be fun, man. We'd love to do that.
Anytime, bro. You know it.
I could stream a show live.
Well, you were saying you want to basically set up a studio where you have like an in-house drum kit and some stuff, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that would be cool as hell.
You know, it's just, I can't, this is too residential.
Yeah.
Trust
yeah,
me.
dude.
Well, that's
we
why,
had to be a
as
little-
awesome as the ranch is, we stop by at 8 o'clock because even though we say Scott quasi soundproofed it,
Right.
if you're outside, you still hear it.
The neighbors from a couple blocks away. Hey, man, I heard you guys working on a new house chainsaw. It's coming out.
So
Well,
Neighbors like from 2 blocks away.
we
You
try
guys-
to be
you guys
nice.
are
We
practicing
stop
the
practice
chainsaw?
by 8 o'clock.
like my new neighbors over here, they're really cool. And the girl on the other side here, she's pretty cool. But it's just the people across the street. Well, you know.
There's always somebody.
Gotcha.
Right, exactly.
There's always-
one stickler in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right.
And, but that's all right. He has no room to talk because he parks like in front of my driveway where I almost like hit his truck every morning.
It's great.
And one of these days I'm going to do it just for the fucking hell of it.
I'm sure he's watching right now because he
I hope
loves
he
you so
does.
much.
Yes, I hope he is. I hope so. I hope so. Fuck you, dude. Yeah,
Hold on. This is for your neighbor.
there you go. There you go.
Then I'll go at his truck with my hearse.
Nice.
There you go.
There
You
you
got to
go.
get that thing running.
I gotta get up. I gotta take a fucking
We-
piss.
If you can get that thing running, we would love that thing to appear. We would love to have that. Like
Absolutely.
grill 'em up, like we said. We got the Grim Reaper walking around, evil clowns, anything weird,
Bring it.
anything horror. That's what we want. So
Yeah, exactly. Sword swallowers, all that shit, man. Bring it.
crazy shit.
The penguin.
Bring it, dude. Do it. Fucking bring it, bro.
Magicians, clowns.
So
It'll go perfectly with Ed's free pap smears.
Free pap smears, exactly, man.
Magicians,
Yep.
work boots, homeless people.
Bath salts.
Bath salts.
Bad
behind Wawa.
Bad salts.
There's a Wawa right down the road.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Listen, our event is right next to the world famous Leonardo Motel. So if you don't know what that is, come on.
There was one of them in my life too. Remember?
Oh yeah, dude. The Holly Hill, bro.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh man.
On that note,
On that note,
so again, I want to thank Spahn Ranch for coming on tonight. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
thank you,
Yeah.
John.
I'll be back next week with the band Arcus coming on. Same time, same channel, 8 o'clock, Facebook, Rumble, all that kind of shit. So everybody, good night. God bless. And we'll see you all next week. Have a great one.
Badass.